Boxing Voice.
That's fine.
Tour is fun. Really fun.
Guys, we're going to clash up a little bit, guys.
Talk about your preparation. How will you prepare yourself for this upcoming fight for Algeria? What will you work on?
Training not less than 8 weeks, and we know what we're gonna do.
Manny, is the height difference a little alarming to you? I know you fought Margarito, who is pretty tall, but is that going to be a factor in the fight for you, having to fight somebody so tall?
It doesn't matter. For me, it's not new. It's not new for me to fight a taller like him. So I know what I'm doing.
Do you have to fight a little different though to make up for that height difference? Do you have to do something different that you normally wouldn't do with a shorter fighter?
Yes, I know what I'm gonna do in training and preparation for this fight. So I'm not alarmed or worried about that.
Do you think Ruslan? Do you think he was going to beat Ruslan, or did you give Ruslan?
Well, the fight is a very close fight. You know, he won the fight and he deserved for this.
What impressed you the most about Manny in that fight? What did he do that kind of impressed you in that fight against Ruslan?
Well, he got knocked down twice in the first round and then he come back. So let's give credit to him.
Manny, how do you match up against Chris Algieri? How do you match up against Algieri?
Match?
How do you match up against Chris Algieri?
It depends. It depends what is that going to be in the ring.
Manny, are you going to be looking for a knockout in this fight? You haven't had a knockout since 2009. Are you itching for a knockout? Is this going to be a fight where you're going to try to go for that and give the fans a knockout?
I'm not predicting for the fight, but I will do my best because it's like Philip said, it's been a while, and this is a good weight for me, 144. I like that.
Manny, what's it like fighting in Macau for the second time, but the first time defending your WBO welterweight title?
I'm glad and happy to fight again in Macau. It's good. This is good for us to promote boxing in Asia and especially in China.
Talk about your win against Bradley. You got revenge. How sweet was revenge?
Bradley. Before the fight with Bradley, the second time, I never think that it's a revenge, but of course, I just proved that I won that first fight.
Manny, is this the fight you wanted? I know you still want Marquez, but was this your first choice, or would you have rather face Marquez for a fifth time if possible?
I want Marquez fight, but they refuse it.
Do you still think that fight happens at all? I don't know.
I don't have idea. So I don't know.
You've been through 18 pay-per-view, a lot of huge fights, and Chris is a big underdog. How do you motivate yourself for this particular fight?
I always have motivation. I don't need to get that motivation, but I always have the motivation, and I always have the fire in my heart, in my mind. And I think I have to continue.
Man, you're a basketball player now, you're a basketball coach. Who's your favorite player in the NBA right now?
A lot. There's a lot. Curry, Steph Curry, and of course Garnett. There's a lot of good players.
Manny, do you like training in the Philippines? I know you're not going to be a wild card. Is training in the Philippines better for you? How do you compare it to training out here in LA?
It's the same. It's the same. It depends where you fight are. If you fight in the Philippines, in Asia, in Macau, it's the same fight, in the same weather, the same time in the Philippines. So it's better to train in the Philippines. You don't need to adjust you need to climatize or adjust the weather time zone. And if the fight is here in the States, it's good to fight. It's good to train here in Hollywood, in Wildcard.
The Boxing Voice.